In this video, I'm going to reveal the 5 biggest mistakes that most new detailers make and how to avoid them, okay? So let's get straight into it. Now, mistake number 1 is charging too low. Time and time again, I constantly see this. New detailers will pop up out of nowhere and they're doing $100 full details. This is just not possible to be profitable, okay? Number 1, these guys are attracting the worst of the worst customers that are just nitpicking at every little detail. They're not happy with the results. And $100 details does not give you the ability to actually do a good quality job and be profitable, okay? So the first thing I always recommend when I work with new car detailers is to increase your prices. This does 2 things. Number 1, it enables you to attract high quality customers, okay? Customers perceive the value of a service or product with the price that is associated with it, okay? Which means higher price equals higher value, okay? Well, higher perceived value. You are going to attract people that are higher quality, okay? Someone that's willing to pay $500 for a full detail, okay, is more likely going to be a better quality customer than someone that only wants to pay $50 or $100 for the exact same service. And number 2, it allows you to do a better quality job, build a better quality relationship with that customer, and also give you more leeway and be profitable with the service, right? The biggest expense as a new car detailer is your time detailing the vehicle, right? Your time's the biggest expense. Products don't cost much. Petrol doesn't cost much, okay? The equipment doesn't cost too much once you've got it, like maintenance, etc. The biggest cost, the biggest expense is your time actually doing the work. Now, if you're only charging $100 for a detail, that doesn't really give you much time to detail the vehicle and do an actual job. It's going to take, one person on their own, at least 3 to 5 hours to do a, proper full detail on a reasonably dirty car, right? So you want to be charging $300 to $500, The ideal hourly wage for a standalone or a single detailer, okay, working by themselves is around $75 to $120 per hour. If you can average your hourly cost or your hourly wage, sort of your hourly earnings between 75 and 120, you're going to be doing pretty good. You're going to be covering your costs. So that is the biggest thing. Increase your prices. Don't charge too low, all right? Another thing that charging too low does is it actually impacts the rest of the industry. Okay, if you're bringing the standard price of detailing down because you want to charge and undercut the rest of the market, then that's exactly what you're doing. You're undercutting the rest of the market, bringing that price or that industry price down, which is not what we want to do. Not in this day and age where cost of living is increasing every other day, interest rates are rising, and inflation's going out the door, and income isn't meeting the standard. So why would we want to start to bring the industry rate of detailing down when everything else is going up? Doesn't make sense. So as a car detailer, do the rest of the industry a favor and charge higher prices. All right, number 2 is spending too long on each detail. Now, obviously, when you're starting out, there's a training period where, you have to practice. It's going to take you a lot longer, but eventually, you're going to speed up, and, there needs to be a line drawn where you say, okay, enough is enough. Now, you need to remember that you're not detailing for yourself. You're detailing for the customer and the customer's expectation, the customer's standard, okay? Obviously, you want to set a high standard yourself and for your business, but trying to achieve that last 20% of perfection is actually going to take you 80% of the time, when in fact, getting to that 80% of perfection is more than enough to meet the customer's expectations and meet their standards, okay? So I constantly see this. Detailers are out there charging, $250 for a detail job, and it's taking them 8 hours to do, right? This is just not profitable again, right? Charge what you're worth and don't spend too long on the detail. Detail for the customer's expectation, not for yourself. Now, a way to really get good at your process and to speed up the time that it takes, because like I said, your time spent is the biggest expense, right? Your time detailing the job, that's the biggest expense in this business. So we need a way to reduce the time it takes while still maintaining the quality. How do we do this? Well, we need to implement something called an SOP, or a standard operating procedure, right? It is a document which outlines your exact process of detailing a car from A to Z, right? We need to know exactly what you do in what order so that you can evaluate and try to test and measure and improve, okay? Now, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing again and again and expecting a different result, right? The only way for you to speed up your process and improve is if you test and measure different ways to do specific tasks, okay? Now, if you're going back and forth to your van 10 different times and you may have just been able to go back twice or 3 times, that's gonna speed up the process. You need to have a system, okay? You need to have a system for where you put your tools and products. Are they in the best place possible? Are they, accessible? Are you having to rummage through all your equipment just to find that one tool that you use on a daily basis, right? Make sure your tools and products are set up in a way that is very accessible and easy to use, okay? Next is just having a process for the way you detail the car, okay? Do you start on the wheels first? Do you do the wash first? Do you do the interior first, right? Or are you doing things randomly? Because if you are doing things randomly, then no wonder it's taking you a long time. You need to have a process. Start from point A, finish at point Z every single time. The only time you change it is if you want to test and measure and improve. We constantly want to be improving with this business. The only way to grow is if we can test and measure and improve the process, right? Eventually, you will find the process that works for you. You can stick to it, but still be open-minded about different methods, different techniques. Constantly be a scientist, trying to improve, trying to test and trying to measure. It's the only way that you will grow. It's the only way that you will improve. Okay, mistake number 3 is trying to offer too many services when you're just starting out. In fact, offering too many services as a car detailing business, right? It leads to confusion for the customer, it leads to confusion for yourself, right? Keep it simple. Look at what these big companies, what they do. They have a set of core services or core products, okay? I recommend you only have 1 to 3 core services, okay? Namely, if you're just starting out, the full detail. It should be a full interior deep clean, a full exterior wash with a 3 to 6 month protection for the paint to add value for the customer, okay? Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate things by offering every single service under the sun, especially when you're just starting out. You want to just offer 1 to 3 services, okay? If I was to break it down with the core services we offer, we actually offer only 2 core services. We offer a full detail plus paint correction and 3-year ceramic coating. The second core service is a full interior deep clean, full exterior wash, plus a 3 to 6 month sealant. Right, so offering just 1 to 3 core services allows you to hone in on those services, makes it more specific to the customer, and then you can go ahead and customize the package or the detailing service based on what the customer's needs are, okay? If they only want an interior, then for sure, go ahead and say, hey, look, yeah, we can do an interior only for you. You're not going to decline the work, especially when you're first starting out, and say, no, we don't do interior onlys. Customize it, but ultimately you are guiding the customer down and recommending them one of your core services, okay? All right, number 4, and this is actually a big one, it's very common, is just relying too much on word of mouth, okay? If all you're doing with your business is relying on word of mouth, then it's not going to scale and it's not going to be consistent, okay? Yes, word of mouth is very powerful and very effective, okay? And I highly recommend you utilize word of mouth as much as possible, okay? But it is not a scalable and it is not a consistent marketing stream, okay? So you want to be relying on other sources. You want to start using other marketing strategies to get leads and customers into your business, okay? Right? There comes a time when it's very important to start paying for leads, okay? Using paid advertising platforms like Google and Meta. It becomes very important to grow a website and have it ranking on those first pages of Google. It becomes very important to set up a digital presence on social media and Google Business Profile and other online directories where you can have your business displayed online in as many areas as possible, okay? Creating as many footprints online as possible, right? Because the more you are online these days, the more likely you're going to get traffic coming through to your business, okay? Very important that you set up these other marketing strategies, these other profiles, and you start working on them rather than just relying on word of mouth. All right, number 5, and probably my favorite, is you are thinking like a detailer and you're not thinking like a business owner, okay? Thinking like a detailer means you are thinking like an employee, okay? You are thinking about it as a job for yourself and not a business that could grow and expand and be scalable, right? If you start thinking about it like a business, okay, then it doesn't matter exactly how much you make on this job today, right? Because you have some higher level, longer term goals with the business, right? It doesn't matter if the business doesn't make money today, right? The long-term vision, the long-term goal for the business is something far greater than this job or the amount of money you make on a daily basis, okay? So if you start thinking about it as a business, implementing systems, implementing marketing strategies, learning how to sell, learning how to build a brand, okay, as opposed to just looking at this as a job, right? Then it's going to be much easier for you to grow this as a business, okay, and become profitable and actually to start, scaling to the next level, 10,000 a month, 20,000 a month, okay? So stop thinking like a detailer, okay? Start thinking like a business owner. All right. Awesome. That's my spiel for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please subscribe and I'll see you in the next video. Let's go.